with Dr. Matthew White. He is a managing partner for Whitethorn Digital.
Hi there, how are you?
Thanks for being here.
Hey, of course, yeah, happy to come.
So we're going to get into all of this, but tell me a little bit about your background. You're Canadian.
It's true.
Yeah. I won't think you're a superior being, though, I promise.
I just apologize at the front and end of every sentence.
No.
Yeah, so I run Whitethorn Digital. It's a video game publisher, which is basically a book publisher for digital products.
Very cool.
Yeah, we drive sales of about 15 IPs directly to the products you know, Nintendo Switch, Xbox One, that kind of thing.
Very cool.
Myself, got a background in psychology, what was previously psychology, now known as human-computer interaction.
Okay.
Basically studied how people learn from tech.
Okay.
Moved to Erie about 8-9 years ago before a stint in California at PlayStation and sort of Chicago area at Volition, other game companies. We started Whitethorn about 3 years back.
Wow, so that's a lot of information.
Yeah.
So, yeah, you have a PhD in, you told me, cognitive learning, right?
Yeah, cognitive science.
Cognitive science,
Yeah.
So,
which is how people learn.
Very
It
cool.
studies the structures of the mind.
Okay, very, very cool. And I love that tie into gaming. I think that makes like perfect sense.
All I've ever done. Yeah,
Yeah.
I studied the work around games. And my sort of first big boy job was in user research, which is a branch of game development that studies players.
Very cool.
Yeah.
And now, like you said, you put time in with PlayStation and
Volition, yeah.
Volition, yeah. Well, that's a big deal. I wanted to say Velociraptor for a second, and that was not right. But anyways, you were in Santa Monica, and I know we talked briefly off camera about kind of the pains among, which California is amazing, but the pains around actually living there and how can you even start a business and be in that environment?
Yeah, so our business isn't kind of a scalable hockey stick type one. We grow in a really linear fashion. We've done very respectable growth, I think, between 400% and 500% year over year for the last 3
Which is solidly impressive.
Thank you. Yeah, we employ about 8 people, so still quite small. But yeah, it's not the kind of thing where we'll have a 10,000x ever. We'll continue this growth rate for probably 10 plus years.
Okay.
And that slow growth is very difficult with a short runway.
Okay.
And the cost of doing business in a place like California is understandably very high. Real estate is through the roof. The commutes are very long. Even basic utilities are driven way up. We're able to take what would be a 6-month runway savings for a business started in California and operationalize that to like 5 years here.
Wow.
With more employees.
Yeah.
So it's something that's really, the quality of life and the type of affordability here has really enabled us to grow in a way that I don't think would have been possible there.
Very cool. So tell me a little bit more about the market you're targeting. And I know you said you kind of created a niche within the industry. Yeah,
sure. So the market of the traditional kind of gamer that you think of is this sort of action playing kind of console first person. So it's usually like a 17 to 35-year-old playing kind of a high octane shooter or something like that. And that's a great market, but it's super saturated and there's a lot of really big players in that market and we're quite small. So we've actually taken a bit of a contrarian approach. We develop and publish primarily relaxing, slow, approachable experiences. Things like Animal Crossing likes.
Okay.
So our market swings a little older. It's a little more evenly distributed among genders.
Okay.
So it's been a way for us to get conversion without having to try to compete for a very, very small pie.
Yeah. No, I think that makes a lot of sense. And I think it's always, having worked with entrepreneurs for a long time, you really see when that niche that it doesn't necessarily matter how big the sea is if you can't get in the ocean.
Right.
And yeah, I think that's a really smart approach.
Oh, thanks. Yeah.
So, and obviously it's working for you.
So far, yeah.
Good for you. So now tell me, I know with the flagship opportunity zone happening in Erie, how does that benefit you guys?
Yeah, absolutely. So in addition to the sort of quality of life and cost of living pieces here, one of the things that's very tough for us is attracting venture money is quite difficult in the middle of the country when you're not at one of the coasts.
And like you said, you're not the hockey stick. You're solidly moving up.
Right. So it's quite difficult for us to drive those investments. So the type of folks we usually look to are economic development entities or family funds, folks that are a little more patient capital that are willing to wait 10 years, that kind of thing. And understandably, those folks are risk avoidant comparatively. So it's not something they typically are into. So this opportunity zone, and particularly the tax credits that it affords, allows us a way to de-risk an investment in us through deferment of capital gains on the part of the family office or the economic development fund. They can take money that they would otherwise be directing toward capital liability and tax and put it into a startup or a real estate development, those kinds of things. So it's been a wonderful way to free up capital that otherwise would simply be gobbled up.
Yeah. I love that. I think it's a really great use of public policy and hopefully benefits a really solid company.
Yeah, I appreciate that.
Cool.
Yeah, thanks
very much. Thank you so much for your time today.
Of course, anytime.
Yeah. You all take care, and hopefully look into Whitethorn Digital online. They're a very cool company, and you know where to get that game published.
Thank you.